Hello and welcome to Spinster's Library. I'm Claudia and today I want to talk about a few different things. It's going to be a little bit of a chatty catch-up video in which I tell you what's going on at the moment. I'm going to start straight away with an announcement, which is that tomorrow at 7 p.m. British summertime I'm going to do a live Q&A. I haven't done one of those for a while, and the last time I did that was to celebrate Spinster's Library hitting 2,000 subscribers, and as of yesterday this channel has got 5,000 subscribers, which is wild. I'm trying really hard not to imagine 5,000 people in a room because that gives me stage anxiety, and when my stage anxiety gets really bad I have to take beta blockers for it. So let's not picture that many people in a room like you can fit 5,000 people in a room. Maybe you can. I clearly have no concept of crowds or spaces or anything. Let's forget about the whole imagining 5,000 people thing. It's a bit of a milestone, and I'm still kind of getting used to the idea and to the number, and I think it would be a good opportunity to do that live Q&A because I always enjoy when I do them. So it's going to be tomorrow at 7 o'clock BST, 7 p.m, right? Don't get up early for this. It's going to be 8 o'clock in Europe, so Central European summertime. It is going to be 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time and 11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, which I'm sure makes sense to those affected by those time zones. If you want to ask me anything for that live Q&A, please post your question in the comments to this video. Post them down below. I'll try and answer all of them. But also, of course, you can join me tomorrow and interact with me in the chat as well. Quite looking forward to that. The second thing I want to give you a heads up on is that in my web shop, which is shop.spinsterslibrary.com, you can now purchase, as well as the t-shirts and jumpers and mugs, you can now also get posters and cushions and canvas prints, although canvas prints only in the US, which is annoying because I would quite like a canvas print of cats and classic literature in my own office right here. I'm going to put up the designs up here on the screen. As you can see, they are all themed after cats and classic literature. I commissioned a designer to do these a while ago because I like cats and I like classic literature, and I thought it would be really adorable to have scenes from classic literature, really iconic scenes from classic literature, but with the human characters replaced by cats. What can I say? Welcome to Spinster's Library. So check out the link in the description box, shop.spinsterslibrary.com, if you want to check out those canvas prints and posters and cushions. Although, between us, what is the point of a cushion? I never understood why people like cushions. I know they do, but I don't get it, because all it makes is a nice comfortable sofa uncomfortable because there's suddenly a bump behind your back or under your bum. So if you have a minute and you'd like to explain to me why cushions, I would appreciate that. I guess the only way I can see a cushion being useful is if you have a really uncomfortable sofa, in which case, why have you got a really uncomfortable sofa that you have to put a cushion on it to make it comfortable? Life is too short for uncomfortable sofa, and life is too short for faffing about with cushions. But if you enjoy cushions, you could get some cats and classic literature ones. Oh yeah, my hair. I feel like I should mention that. This is the first time since I was about 11 that I'm wearing pigtails. It's sort of a mini challenge I've set myself, which is to do my hair in a slightly different way every day, and I have been documenting this process as well, so at some point there'll be a video about that. But I'm not sure I'm feeling the pigtails. I feel like I'm just a bit too old. Not a lot too old, but I feel like I'm a bit too old to wear this kind of hairstyle. This video is all over the place. Ah yes, I want to tell you what I'm currently reading as well, because I'm really quite enjoying this book. This is a German classic, and this is called Das Kunstseidene Maedchen by Irmgard Keun. I believe the English translated title is The Artificial Silk Girl. If I find a translation, by the way, I'll add the link to that in the description box as well. This is really blowing my mind a little bit. I'm only 50 pages in. I'm only about a fifth of the way through the book, but I'm enjoying it so much that I have to tell you about it. This was published in 1931 or 1932, I can't remember, but it's set in 1931, and it is a sort of stream of consciousness, diary style first-person narration, following an 18-year-old girl who is trying to make something out of her life, and she is absolutely hilarious. She doesn't take herself too seriously, and she doesn't take anyone around her too seriously either, and she gets into all sorts of mishaps. She is very pretty, according to her own description. She looks like a film star, and she certainly takes advantage of those looks, mostly by very slyly exploiting the men that she has affairs with to buy her things, because that is the only way she thinks that she can actually get material possessions. She also works as a secretary, but doesn't seem to be enjoying that job very much, and I love this kind of main character. She is so completely different to what I was like aged 18, and she is still weirdly relatable. So far, the novel is mostly about how she uses her looks, her sexuality, her personality to get where she wants, but it doesn't always go very well. So I'm just really enjoying this, and yeah, I can't wait to see where she goes next. Doris is her name. At the same time, this is kind of so well written in that early 20th century classic style that I'm forcing myself to go through it quite slowly. I don't want to rush this book because I am enjoying the language so much. But if you happen to have this book lying around, I, so far, 50 pages in, would highly recommend it. It's so much fun. Right, finally, after the announcements and the currently reading bit, I just want to tell you about what is going on with my life at the moment. Because if certain unexpected pandemics hadn't happened, I would be moving to Germany right now. I'd be either already there, or I would be filming this video in an entirely empty office with my life packed up in boxes. That currently is on hold for a bit until, well, I guess until it is safe to move country again, and more importantly, until the economy has recovered to a degree that allows me and my husband to get jobs and set foot and, you know, actually be able to finance a life in Germany at the moment. So I have been happier, let's put it like that. I am trying to keep positive about this because I know that my problems are nothing compared to a huge amount of people's problems who have lost their jobs, who have lost their homes, who are in really difficult situations, who are suffering from health problems, whether COVID related or not. And I think I'm just having to practice my patience and having to practice my sense of perspective. Yeah, just trying to stay positive at the moment and trying to keep a good sense of the world and be realistic about my future. That means that I have been allowing myself to be a bit more casual about certain things. For example, you may have noticed that I am uploading slightly less to my channel. I used to be very on time with 2 or 3 videos a week. At the moment, I'm doing videos as and when I feel like, which seems to average out at about 1 video a week, but I'm quite happy with that. This is just, I guess, the level that my creative energy is at the moment. However, I'm also doing lots of other things that I enjoy, like pretty much everyone my age. I've been baking a lot. I've also been crocheting. I might show you my crochet cardigan. Well, it's going to be a cardigan. It's currently about this big, and I made this jumper. I think I've shown you this before, or I've at least talked about this jumper before. I knitted this myself. I found the pattern on Ravelry, which I'll also link you to in the description box if you're interested in this. I'm very proud of it. It is slightly too warm to wear this with the studio lights on. I have been exercising a lot, actually. I've really been enjoying a daily workout, which is a sentence I never thought I'd say. I've always been kind of on and off with exercising. I know it's good for you, and I hate feeling weak. I don't like, for example, when I try and get the shopping in and I really have to, you know, put a lot of energy into lifting the bags. So I've been on and off with a kind of workout, strength exercise, etc. But at the moment, I'm actually genuinely enjoying them, which feels weird. I'm going to try not to think too much about it, because then I might lose the momentum. It's not a feeling that I am very familiar with, but I'm taking advantage of it, I'm enjoying it, and I guess all of those things have left a little bit less time for YouTube. So this is basically the explanation. Not that I really owe you an explanation, but I think it's nice to be transparent. Oh yeah, there's also that PhD I'm writing. Let's not talk about that. Anyway, enough rambles about myself. I just wanted to finish with a great big thank you for the 5,000 people that have subscribed to this channel, that are watching my videos, that are commenting on the videos. All of that has enriched my life more than I can express in a video without dissolving into a sentimental mess. So just take my thanks and just know that I appreciate it quite a bit. That's it for this video. I hope you can all join me tomorrow in the live stream, and remember to post your questions to me in the comments to this video. Thank you for watching. Bye!